gentlemen, to another SWAGG-ON Entertainment tutorial video brought to you by TECHNIC Productions. My name is TECHNIC, and I will be your instructor for today. Today we're going to be covering wiring with your REDRUM machine. Basically, this is another way of taking control over your REDRUM so that you're not just limited to the primary auxiliaries that come embedded in the machine. What we're going to do first, I've already took the liberty of loading up a sound in the track that we're going to be working with. So if you're an intermediate user, that's just the basic step of going to your file folder systems and loading sound. So we'll just get started here. I'm going to go ahead and hit tab to flip your reason over to the back where you can see where all the input and output wiring for each module is basically done. So here we go. As you can see, what I have is my REDRUM machine with the sound. I've also added a secondary mixer. This secondary mixer is going to be the primary sound processing unit for the REDRUM instead of the REDRUM itself. You got it flipped over to the back by hitting tab. As you can see, I already have it set up with the auxiliary power from the primary mixer, and I have it chained to the primary mixer. So now it's time to link per track the REDRUM machine to the mixer. The first step that we're going to do, I've already took the liberty of adding a compressor and an equalizer. That's going basically that's our goal, is to have that compression and that equalization on its own track getting processed through the mixer. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to take the audio input of the compressor and attach that to track 1 of our REDRUM machine where we already have the sound. The next step is we're going to go ahead and connect the audio output to the audio input of the equalizer to connect those two machines. And lastly, we're going to take the audio output of the equalizer and we're going to take that and connect that to track 1 of our secondary mixer. Now what we've done here, just to give you a quick review, is we're taking that sound that's coming out of the REDRUM machine from track 1, having it go through directly into the compressor, and from the compressor to the equalizer, from the equalizer to track 1 on your secondary mixer. And as you can see on the mixer, it has channel 1 because we're using channel 1. Now this process is the same for all the other tracks. We're not going to do them all because there's just not enough time. So that you see that that sound is being processed through the mixer, the secondary mixer. Here we go. Now what I want to do with that kick drum, the whole point is I want to add an extra little kick to it and put it in its place within the mix. Take away a little threshold, just a little bit, about 23, and let's hear the results. And from my end, that sounds pretty good, and that's today's lesson. So once you set all of these up, be sure to go ahead and save the template itself. You don't have to save it with the sounds inside the drum machine if you don't want to, but it really doesn't matter. But save the template so you don't have to repeat the entire process over and over again, and that way you'll have a setup similar to what I have here. So that's today's lesson. Thank you for stopping by. Go ahead and subscribe. If you like the video, go ahead and rate the video, and I would love to hear your input about this video. Any ideas you might have will be welcome. Thank you very much.